What's up, gang? I'm at work again. If you hear noise in the background, there's thunder and lightning. It's about to thunderstorm outside, and I'm looking at the window, and there's just a lot of lightning flashes, and it looks like it's about to pour down any minute. And I'm just here, just thinking about philosophy dealing with the dark side, and how a lot of people are scared of the unknown. They're scared of the shadow self. They're scared of anything they don't understand, and a lot of that is very unnecessary because there's just more things in the universe that mankind doesn't know that we already know. And we may, in the 21st century, we may know a lot of things about, the atoms, the molecules. We may know a lot of things about the cell, the DNA, and things of that nature. But when it comes down to a lot of things dealing with, with a lot of things like the universe, dark matter, dark energy, and even down to earth, dealing with the subconscious, dealing with our brains, our minds, there's a lot of stuff we don't know about concerning the brain and the neurons and consciousness itself. So with all the things that we've accomplished in science, there's still a lot of things that are like right in front of us that we still don't know. That's what's called the unknown. And a lot of people, they contribute that to there's a term that a lot of atheists use called the God of the gaps, in which like things in science or things in nature that cannot be explained. A lot of religious people, they'll call that, well, that's the evidence of God. Just like how the universe, the Big Bang, scientists, they talk about the Big Bang, but they can't tell you what caused the Big Bang. They can't go before then. So a lot of religious people, they'll say, well, if you don't know what caused the Big Bang, that has to be Jesus. That has to be God who did that. You know what I'm saying? But I've always made the point that if that's the case, how come the Bible doesn't talk about the Big Bang Theory? You know what I'm saying? Because and a lot of people have this cop-out interpretation saying like, the book of Genesis, the first chapter where God says, let there be light. A lot of theologians, they'll say, well, that's referring to the Big Bang. Let there be light. God snapped his finger and boom, the Big Bang happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's still just an interpretation, you know what I'm saying? But it still doesn't explain, the galaxies and how the earth is billions of years old. And because if you look at Genesis, it just basically says like, let there be light, and there are like 6 days of creation, and God rested on the seventh day. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take into the account like the true age of the universe, which is billions of years. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of religious people, they'll say like, all that's symbolic and that's allegory and blah blah blah, but that's still just a cop-out interpretation. The Bible has nothing to do whatsoever with science. That's the book of Genesis. That's just Hebrew mythology. That has when the book of Genesis was written, they had no knowledge of modern science. They had no knowledge of the Big Bang. They had no knowledge of how old the universe is, how old the earth is. So it's pretty much just deal with interpretation. But this is still a lot of stuff that we don't know, and you can't really contribute it to the Judaic Hebrew God. You know what I'm saying? Because that just goes back 6,000 years. But human race has been around more than 10,000 years. The earth has been around for maybe like 4 billion years. You know what I'm saying? The universe maybe like, they keep changing the date. Some people say the universe is 12 billion years old. Some say 14 billion. It just depends which book you're reading. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's just so much stuff that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? And especially like dealing with like dark energy and dark matter. because it's like the light that we see in the universe is only like maybe like 1% or 2% of the universe we're able to see, but the remaining 99, 98%, some say 95% of the universe is totally unknown. We just can't see it because of the spectrum of light that we're able to see. You know what I'm saying? We're just able to see visible light, but there's so much other forms of light that we can't pick up. Of course, you got X-rays, gamma rays, infrared, ultraviolet, radio waves, cosmic rays, and stuff like that. But I think dark matter is kind of like something totally different. They can't. I mean, they know it's there, but they can't physically pick it up on the instruments. You know what I'm saying? So this is so much. There's so much that scientists don't know. I mean, they study this stuff all the time. They still don't know, and you can just break it back down to Earth. Dealing with conscious itself. Deal with the subconscious, the superconscious. I mean, you got neurologists. They study the brain all the time, and they can't really tell you what conscience itself is. You know what I'm saying? They may have an idea of what it is. Deal with the neurons and the frontal lobe, the hippocampus area, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland. I mean, all that plays a factor, but there's still a lot of stuff that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just find it interesting that a lot of people are scared of what they can't see. Even then with the spirit world, the spirit world could just be the subatomic world. Dealing with the quarks, and other subatomic particles. Saying that we can't see. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? We can't really study the spirit world because it's weird how like scientists, they have telescopes, they can see stars, galaxies, billions of light years away. But when it comes down to the spirit world, there's no way to access it. If there really is a spirit world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no instruments they can like look and find out what's there. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's cut off. You know what I'm saying? From the physical, we can't study it and analyze it unless we die. And the crazy thing is, nobody has come back from the dead to report back to us of what they've seen. You know what I'm saying? But I just found this topic fascinating, and I'll just sit here contemplating about it.